Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, man intervenes in dispute, stabs another man to death. A man who intervened during a dispute on Seaboard Street in Falmouth, Trelawney on Saturday, leading to the stabbing death of another, has been charged with murder. The deceased has been identified as 29-year-old Ricardo McGee, a porter of Higg Settlement, Trelawney. Charged with his murder is a 33-year-old Tashwayne Todd, otherwise called the Twin, a studio engineer of Parrytown and Prairie in St. Anne. Reports are that about 12:45 a.m., McGee got into a dispute with another man when Todd intervened. A knife was reportedly brought into play, and McGee was stabbed in the upper body. He was assisted to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The police said Todd turned himself in and was later charged on Monday, May 20. A court date is being arranged. Higgler slapped with a murder charge. A Higgler who was one of four who allegedly shot and killed a man on Lamont Lane, Kingston 12 on Friday, has been charged with murder. Charged is 37-year-old Andrew Williams, otherwise called Danny, of Maxfield Avenue and Fitzgerald Avenue, Kingston 13. Williams is also charged with possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and making use of a firearm to commit a felony. The deceased has been identified as a 37-year-old Marlon Johnson, otherwise called Mega, of Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13. Reports are that about 8:40 p.m., Johnson was on his way home when he was attacked by Williams and the three other men armed with guns who opened gunfire at him. The police were summoned and Williams was assisted to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. On Saturday, May 18, Williams was taken into custody, where a question and answer session was conducted in the presence of his attorney. He was subsequently charged. Clash at the Police Federation conference over indicted former chairman. There was heightened contention during the first day of the Jamaica Police Federation's 81st annual conference over the barring of the now indicted former chairman, Corporal Rohan James, from attending the conference. In a letter published recently to the federated members, the newly elected chairman, Inspector Blanche Codner, revealed that James would not be in attendance at the conference. Codner stated that the Commissioner of Police must approve attendance for non-delegates and that no approval was given for James, the former chairman, to attend the conference. However, former Security Minister Peter Bunting, who was the special invited guest, in his address to the conference, started out his presentation by addressing the elephant in the room. Bunting pointed out that Corporal James was muzzled by the police high command and shared that it is now time for him to be the principal advocate on behalf of the rank-and-file members. However, this did not go down well with at least one delegate. A point of order moved by said delegate reportedly drew the wrath of Bunting, marring the conference in the process. What is the point of order that you are interrupting my presentation? When you are making your presentation, you decide how to make it. I am invited to speak, and I will decide how I make it, argued Bunting. However, the delegate pointed out that the issue against the Corporal James is a matter under investigation, one that could end up before a tribunal, and expressed that Bunting's line of argument was inappropriate. The delegate suggested that Bunting be allowed to make his presentation without causing disruption. Inspector Codner intervened by agreeing with the delegate. However, Bunting was approved to continue his speech following the intervention of the Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake. It was earlier reported that there was disquiet among rank-and-file members of the Jamaica Police Federation amid reports that James will not be in attendance at the annual conference being held from May 21 to 23, 2024 at the Hilton Rose Hall Resort and Spa in St. James. Voicing their displeasure, some Federation members expressed that they believe James was being silenced. James was interdicted over remarks he made in July last year at a funeral service for a slain cop. Speaking at the Thanksgiving service for the life of slain Constable Damian Blair at the Old Harbour New Testament Church of God in St. Catherine, James reportedly chided the police high command for allegedly failing to have overtime payments made to rank-and-file police personnel despite the government approving such a system to calculate and to make the payments. A Supreme Court ruling in November 2023, however, ordered that James resume his duties as a chairman of the Jamaica Police Federation with immediate effect. However, the Court of Appeal later granted Assistant Commissioner of Police Andrew Lewis permission to pursue an appeal of the orders of Justice T. Carr to stay the interdiction of Corporal James. As a result, James's reinstatement was halted. PNP accuses Vaz of violating Mark Golding's right to privacy. The People's National Party is raising concerns that Darrell Vaz, a member of the Jamaican cabinet, has violated the privacy right of opposition leader Mark Golding. It comes after Mr. Vaz provided pertinent details surrounding Mr. Golding's passport applications and other immigration-related information. Mr. Vaz revealed those details on Monday, and on the basis of the details concerning when Mr. Golding, a Jamaican-born citizen with British parents, faced a moral impediment in relation to the fact that he got his Jamaican passport or decided to apply for a Jamaican passport at the age of 46 when he was already a member of the Jamaican legislature.
I am saying that there is a moral impediment in relation to the fact that he got his Jamaican passport or decided to apply for a Jamaican passport at age 46 after sitting in the Senate and passing laws and debating matters concerning sensitive Jamaica law and policies without a Jamaican passport, and only got a Jamaican passport when he became and was appointed a Minister of Government in 2011 or 12. And then on top of that, getting a UK visa in 2022 when he was going to lead a party delegation to London, when it is very clear that if you are the holder of a UK passport, you do not need a visa.
That elicited a swift response of condemnation from Peter Bunting, a senior member of the PNP and the leader of opposition business in the Senate.
Well, what I'm a little concerned about, though, in this era of data privacy, is when a cabinet minister is giving details of application of a Jamaican citizen, when he applies for a passport, what he does with that passport, even before he was a member of government. Now, is this not a breach of our data privacy laws? Well, let me ask. But it certainly gives me concern as a Jamaican that Darrell Vance can go into PICA's database and get information about when I applied for a passport, when I have traveled, when I have not traveled. That is very disturbing to me.
Political analyst Dr. Paul Ashley also weighed in on the issue, saying Mr. Golding's British citizenship is a distraction as the Constitution allows for any citizen of a Commonwealth country to be a member of the Jamaican Parliament.
A dual citizen who has a Commonwealth status can be in the Parliament. That's the present situation. The Constitution also has some very strange features. Any member of Parliament can be a Prime Minister. There is nothing special for you to be a Prime Minister other than having the support of the majority of elected members. So every member of, say, the JLP, every JLP MP can be a Prime Minister. So there are no specific rules for entry into Parliament. My position is that anyone who wants to be an MP, a member of Parliament, should be 100% Jamaican.
Taxi operator killed by men posing as passengers. A taxi operator was shot and killed at the intersection of Mountain View Avenue and Windward Road in Kingston Tuesday afternoon. He has been identified as a Kemar Minot. The attack was reportedly carried out by men posing as passengers. Following the shooting, the area was cordoned off. Kingston East police are investigating.